In the tapestry of human history, there are threads so golden they shine even through the darkest of times. These are the stories of those who held on to their beliefs with such tenacity that no torture, no persecution could make them waver. Today we dive into the profound narratives of 5 martyrs from the Bible whose unwavering faith continues to inspire us even today. Their stories aren't just tales of the past, they're a testament to the enduring power of faith. They serve as lighthouses guiding us through the storms of life, reminding us that no matter how dark things get, our faith should remain steadfast. These individuals didn't just believe in God, they lived it, demonstrating a commitment so pure that it defied the most brutal attempts at suppression. Join us as we explore their lives, their trials, and the timeless lessons their unwavering faith offers to each one of us. Abel, the first martyr. When we think of martyrs, our minds often conjure up images of individuals who faced death for their beliefs. And while this is a common thread among martyrs, their stories are more varied than we might think. Abel, the son of Adam and Eve, holds the distinction of being the first martyr mentioned in the Bible. His story is laid out in Genesis chapter 4, verses 3 to 5. It tells us that Abel was a shepherd, and his brother Cain was a tiller of the ground, with each of them bringing an offering to the Lord. Now, what exactly was the nature of their offerings? This is where the story takes an unexpected turn. We learn that Cain brought some of the fruit of the ground as his offering, whereas Abel, besides his offering of fruit, also included the firstborn of his flock, an aspect that was pleasing to God. This simple narrative carries profound implications. For one, it highlights the importance of the heart behind our worship. While both brothers made offerings, only Abel's offering was deemed acceptable because it came from a heart that understood the value of sacrifice and submission. This brings us to the crux of the matter, the heart of the story. Cain, driven by envy over his brother's acceptance, murdered Abel, and in doing so, he became the first murderer recorded in human history. Yet even in the face of this horrific act, God did not remain silent. He questioned Cain about Abel's whereabouts, to which Cain responded with a deceptively innocent question: "What have I done? Am I my brother's keeper?" This chilling response reveals the depths of Cain's deceit and callousness. God, however, saw through the facade, pronouncing judgment upon him and cursing the ground he had tilled. While Abel's physical life was tragically cut short, his story doesn't end there. He became the first martyr, a testament to the fact that faith and belief can lead one to sacrifice, even at the cost of their life. Abel's legacy serves as a beacon, reminding us that our relationship with God is deeply personal, emphasizing the purity of heart and intention as the essence of true worship. His story underscores that standing firm in one's faith can sometimes mean standing alone, facing the darkness within humanity. Yet even in death, Abel's spirit lives on, offering a timeless lesson on courage, faith, and the consequences of envy. Abraham, the epitome of faith. The patriarch Abraham stands as one of the central figures in the Old Testament, known for his unwavering faith in God. His journey, as detailed in Genesis chapters 12 to 25, is a testament to obedience and trust in divine providence. Born Abram, later renamed Abraham, meaning father of many, his story began in Ur of the Chaldees. God called him to leave his home, his family, and his familiar surroundings and journey to a land that would later become Israel. This call marked a turning point in his life, setting him on a path of faith that would shape not only his destiny, but the destinies of many nations to come. Throughout Abraham's journey, we witness remarkable acts of faith. He left his homeland without knowing exactly where he was going, trusting God's promise of blessings. He survived famine and led his family to safety in Egypt, all while remaining faithful to God's covenant. His faith was tested when God asked him to sacrifice his only son, Isaac, an act that demonstrated Abraham's complete surrender to divine will. However, just as Abraham was about to carry out the sacrifice, God intervened, providing a ram as a substitute. This event, known as the Akedah, or binding of Isaac, is a pivotal moment in Abraham's life, signifying his profound faith and trust in God's promises. Abraham's legacy is a cornerstone of the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. His story is a beacon of hope and an example of unwavering faith in the face of uncertainty. The Bible hails him as the father of many, not just because of the numerous descendants he sired, but because of the multitude of believers who have followed his path of faith throughout history. His life story is a testament to the power of believing in the unseen, walking by faith and not by sight. Abraham's journey serves as a guiding light for those who seek a deeper connection with God, emphasizing the importance of obedience, trust, and the unwavering belief in God's promises. Joseph, the victorious martyr. Joseph's story, as narrated in the book of Genesis, chapters 37 to 50, is a compelling blend of faith, betrayal, and ultimately forgiveness. His journey began with favor. He was the favored son of Jacob, receiving a special coat of many colors. This, however, sparked jealousy among his brothers, who conspired to sell him into slavery rather than kill him. This act of betrayal would have been devastating for any young man, yet Joseph's faith remained intact. His journey took him to Egypt, where he served in the household of Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Unfortunately, false accusations from Potiphar's wife led to Joseph's imprisonment. Even in the face of wrongful accusation, Joseph's spirit remained unbroken. His ability to interpret dreams brought him to the attention of Pharaoh, who summoned him to interpret 2 cryptic dreams. Joseph's interpretation, predicting a coming famine, led Pharaoh to appoint him as the overseer of all of Egypt, effectively preparing the nation for the lean years ahead. The famine soon arrived, driving Joseph's brothers to Egypt in search of food. Unaware that their youngest brother, whom they had sold into slavery, was now in a position of power, they came before him. Joseph, though initially testing their character, eventually revealed himself to them, forgiving them for their past actions. This act of forgiveness and reconciliation is a powerful testament to Joseph's faith and magnanimity. Joseph's story is a potent reminder that faith can sustain us through the darkest times. His journey from a favored son to a betrayed slave to a powerful leader demonstrates resilience, faithfulness, and the triumph of good over evil. His ability to forgive his brothers reflects the depth of his character and the transformative power of faith. Joseph's legacy serves as an inspiration, teaching us that even in the midst of adversity, faith can guide us, that forgiveness is a powerful tool, and that with unwavering belief in a higher purpose, we can overcome any challenge. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the unflinching trio. In the book of Daniel, chapters 3, verses 14 to 29, we encounter an account of unwavering faith in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were 3 young Jewish men who served in the court of King Nebuchadnezzar of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Their unwavering commitment to their faith set them on a collision course with the king's decree. Nebuchadnezzar erected a massive golden image in the plain of Dura and commanded that when the image was set up, all people from every nation were to fall down and worship it. Failure to do so would result in being thrown into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. When the appointed time came, as the herald cried out for the people to bow before the image, these 3 friends refused. They chose to remain faithful to their God, even though it meant facing certain death. When the king noticed their disobedience, he was furious and ordered that they be brought before him. He offered them one last chance, granting them 3 more moments to renounce their faith and bow to the idol. But they stood firm. As punishment, he commanded that they be thrown into the fiery furnace. Miraculously, When the guards opened the furnace door, they found that the temperature inside had been mysteriously lowered, and the three friends were unharmed. Nebuchadnezzar, recognizing the hand of God in this event, spared their lives and promoted them within his empire. The story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is a profound example of courage, faith, and conviction. It teaches us that standing up for our beliefs is not always easy, but it's essential. Their story reminds us that God can intervene in our struggles, that faith and obedience can lead to extraordinary outcomes, and that integrity and conviction are qualities worth upholding, no matter the cost. These three martyrs serve as role models, inspiring us to hold fast to our beliefs and to trust in divine providence, even in the face of great adversity. As we reflect on the lives and deaths of these biblical martyrs, we see a common thread running through each of their stories. Each of them held fast to their beliefs despite the immense pressure and persecution they faced. Their faith wasn't a passive acceptance of religious ideas. It was a vibrant, active commitment that shaped their decisions and actions. Their stories remind us that faith isn't just a Sunday morning ritual. It's a way of life. It's a beacon in the darkest of nights, guiding us towards truth and justice, urging us to stand up for what we believe in, even when the road is fraught with difficulty.